This is Fortnite Chapter 2. We've got Battle Royale, we've got Save the World, and we've got Creative, but we're going to jump just into Battle Royale while talking about the other modes, because that's what everyone wants. So, in Fortnite's Battle Royale, which is the most popular mode of the game, you get a number of different options for how you're going to play, and we're going to jump into squads, just because I assume that's kind of the default format for things. I should also mention there's a brand new Battle Pass present, different challenges, an enhanced locker situation, new item shop with stuff all the time, and it just kind of fills your Battle Royale needs. So here we are in the pregame. This is Xbox One X enhanced with a push for a 4K resolution. It actually runs incredibly well, which is surprising. And yeah, no HDR support on this one. It does have crossplay with other platforms. That's kind of the magic of Fortnite, is they got it working on so many devices, which is kind of really cool. And with this next chapter in the game, things have completely changed. We get a new large-scale map to play on. There's tons of little smaller tweaks to the experience that we'll be going over later. It's quite cool in the sense that you can like place markers and sort of give your teammates an idea of where they should land on the large map. And if you're not familiar with the Battle Royale, somehow you're essentially trying to be the last person standing, the last team standing, and so forth within the different modes that are present. Actually, my first time back, I finished first in the big epic sort of music playoff they do. It's kind of really crazy and over the top. I kind of found it pretty funny and charming, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do all right in this one, coming back to it and showing off the game. So I'd like to talk about first the Save the World portion of the game. So this was the original idea behind Fortnite, is you're working to build forts and structures, and as a team you're attempting to fight off waves of enemy monsters and stuff, and that mode's gotten changed quite a bit since like the pre-launch. So I was checking Fortnite out before it really, well, I think right when it came out or something like that. I was in like one of the earliest things for it code wise, because I was like, oh, this has a lot of interesting potential to it. And then they added the Battle Royale, and I was like, yeah, free-to-play Battle Royale, this is going to go crazy. And sure enough, it did. Anyways, moving past that, they've changed a lot of things in the game, a lot of interesting new mechanics and tweaks with this second chapter, which is like a big evolution. There was a big black hole event that went on, and everything's kind of really very different. But I did want to mention the Save the World because it is a part of the experience. Knock that guy down, but I think he's got teammates, so I'm going to be a little bit careful. I don't know if he's by himself. But yeah, it's a neat cooperative mode. It's maybe worth checking out if you have that option to do so. Because it is kind of neglected almost, to be honest. Down you go. And yeah, I still think it is kind of a neat little thing to check out. Wow, did I just eliminate a whole squad? I am not really great at this, but, not too bad. Is he coming in just to take the loot? That kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. I don't know if we want a pistol, but yeah, so this is a sniper thingy. Move around with a shotgun. I kind of want a distance one, so we'll use this. Hopefully get some more ammo for the burst fire there. Going past that, Save the World. It was a neat, still check it out occasionally. Not too often. You do missions and stuff in that, and it, just wanted to briefly talk about on that. But now we'll focus on the Battle Royale, which is the biggest part of the game. So there's a creative section where you actually get to sort of build and make things, which is kind of cool. A really good option for the target audience, and just to expand the experience of what this provides. Then we have Battle Royale, which has been getting tons of support content. As you're seeing here, we got a brand new world, huge new map, new locations. And it looks a little bit different. It seems as though they've leaned into the cartoonish style elements a bit more. It's very vibrant. It's very colorful. It's actually quite lovely looking. And in regards to the gameplay, it just very smooth. Again, going back to the context, if you're not familiar with Battle Royale, as things are going on, time goes by, there's this ring. So you see the ring on the map, and the ring's going to get smaller and smaller. And there's this sort of storm kind of force field thing that's going to be pushing players inwards. So you're constantly being, grouped closer and closer together. People die, and you're going to try to be the last people standing, as mentioned. And it's just sort of neat how that concept works. So the matches are always sort of even and fresh. You land, you try to get your loot, and then you survive. So we're just doing a team game because I thought that sort of made more sense in regards to what people would usually go and play. So there's a building mechanic to the game, which is really interesting, and I think that helps set it aside a little bit from other titles, is the fact that you can just like whip up structures. You can build like huge little things. The one match where I won, I actually was just building a ridiculous structure over the map just to play around, and then I shot down at people, and that was kind of cool. Some other big changes this time around have to do with the water. There's like new swimming and fishing. You're kind of seeing that with the fish there. The water actually kind of looks really cool and neat. I mean, it's not the best water I've seen in gaming, but it's really well done. Looks really neat and matches the aesthetics of the world. Characters also seem to look a little better in my opinion, just style-wise and that. So now there's like motorboats. There's tons of water-based things, which is really neat. There's also some new squad supporting mechanics. There's like a bandage bazooka where you can like shoot bandages. You can carry your fallen teammates to safety, and there's new emotes and everything that have to do with being a squad. Again, going back to the building aspects, you can also break things down. So you can like take out walls, you can destroy buildings. You kind of saw that back when I was fighting those other guys. I just kind of jumped down to the floor that they had dug out. And it's a neat sort of extra mechanic onto the game that does set it aside. It's the fact that, you know, there is an element of destruction to this in regards to getting places. So somebody could be out somewhere and you could dig them out. You can see that people are like hiding behind walls and you can get right to them at any point. It's a neat extra, and you can shoot like cover. So somebody might use it as a way to get effective cover going. And then you'll be able to, you know, just shoot right through that, which is kind of helpful, right? We want to get the little shield potion going on there so we get an extra health buff. I don't really care for having grenades too much. What? Oh, yeah, I guess we gotta use these all up. Come on. Really, the small shield limit reached? I'll just drop it so someone else can get it. And then you just go around and you collect more loot as you progress, go through treasure chests, find neat little things, and just try to survive. I mean, the goal of the game is to be the last one standing. I think it's got a very simplistic HUD, and if you're on other versions of this too, like if you're on mobile and stuff, it actually does kind of give you the full experience, which is really interesting because, you know, not many titles are able to do the crossplay, do the multiple platform style as effectively as this one has. It's not an easy thing to do. And I definitely applaud their efforts, especially with them pushing for crossplay and, you know, having a visual art style that kind of holds no matter where you're playing it. I think that's really important. There's new, like, sort of hideouts you can do, too. You can hide in, like, haystacks and dumpsters, which is kind of different. And you can upgrade things, too. There's, like, a streamlined weapon arsenal. Upgrade weapons using resources at the upgrade bench. So it's kind of cool. And the battle system, where you get rewarded on stuff, has been streamlined to be more fair, I guess. I don't really care too much for that. But if you're an intense player, you know, what you're earning while you're playing is nice. Because this is a free-to-play game, right? So it is something where it's like, you know, do you want to pay for your decoratives? You can. Do you want to just kind of unlock them? That's an option too. And I'm sure with this definitely having a younger audience to it, it is sort of more important, in my opinion, that they are easier going in regards to the extra sort of purchases and microtransaction elements of the gameplay, just because it is like super popular. And yeah, this is a very well-known game. I played it a fair bit when it was releasing and stuff, and a little bit over time, just when they would release like neat events and stuff that I could check out along the way. You know, just because that's what's enticing to me. I don't really care too much in regards to this one. I'm not like a hardcore player. You know, I always kind of liked PUBG more personally. Not knocking this game at all. I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I just like the maturity of that one. But I do definitely respect Fortnite in regards to what it's done technically, gameplay-wise, how it, you know, the style of it, how it's been so big in the culture, which has been surprising. And just the fact that they were able to deliver a large-scale world, you know, after however long of support for this game, and just to keep updating it, pushing the technology, doing new things with it, creating new environments and stuff that people can enjoy. I want to kill that guy. There we go, he's dead. Teamwork medal, you get medals and stuff. It's a lot more like flashy with rewarding you for doing things, which is good, I guess. No complaints in that regard. It's like I got downed. He's definitely got friends around there. But yeah, very sleek UI, very sleek gameplay that does, you know, run quite well. And impressively, in my opinion. They got a lot of fun weapons, a lot of fun tools, a number of neat modes to check out. Because we got like your singles, your doubles, then they've got like a squads thing where you kind of respawn and it's like a deathmatch type thing. Which is really good for getting an idea about like, you know, weapons and damage and everything like that. It's a nice, more casual mode. So we do need to move more into the middle there, as the storm is going to keep shrinking and pushing us inwards. We're actually doing quite well. I have high hopes for our team there with 34 players left. I think that's really interesting. Like a white thing. So there are rarities to the guns too. I don't know if you've noticed that. Green, blue, purple rarities. Just kind of the standard one is the, you know, like the boring gray you can see there. And you just get like a variety of weapons and tools that you can find, and it's not something that takes a lot of kind of effort. Not to say, you know, you can't be skilled or anything like that at this game, but I mean that in the sense that you can just jump in on a regular night and easily play this. You don't have to have a character that's like a level 40 or something so that you have special items in a game. It's not like an RPG focused thing. It really is a fresh play every time you jump into it. So every match is like a complete, fair, fresh start for everyone, and that makes it a little bit easier to get into, in my opinion. And people like that sort of style. You know, they work a lot, and they're like, oh, I don't have the time to invest. This is a good one for that, because you can get in and you can just sort of have a more easygoing atmosphere. And the fact that you can enjoy like the crossplay experiences are obviously a huge sort of bonus in this one, in my opinion. You know, the fact that you can play it anywhere, and it's roughly the same sort of package no matter where you go to. I think that's really cool. And again, the build mechanics out of play here. And I think they've done a nice job balancing it as well, because they spent a lot of time updating things, tweaking the package, adjusting how the gameplay works and how you interact and survive in the game. And I think that all comes together for what is a pretty compelling take on Battle Royale. And it's not just Battle Royale, as I had mentioned earlier. You can also build in creative. There's the other mode, which I'm not sure if it's still paid for or anything like that, but the Save the World is a part of this too. Oh, looks like there's combat going on. Not 100% sure what they are shooting at, but I am looking around. I think it's kind of a tactical game too. You know, no matter what you're doing, whether you're playing by yourself or with you're playing as a squad. Oh jeez, getting shot at there. That's not good. I want to get a bit of a flank going on. I don't know if I assisted at all there, but put some shots in. Oh, that's the bandage bazooka. So that's an interesting item. I think we eliminated that squad. What is a flopper? Sorry, I've never seen this. Health already full. This seems like a health thing. Sorry, I'm not aware of all the smaller, intricate aspects of the gameplay. I try my best, though, obviously, when I'm doing this. So I think they've created a pretty clean, well-done experience. It's streamlined. It's got a lot of content to it, and it's continuing to delight people, and I'm assuming it's going to keep lasting for a lot of chapters. I'm kind of surprised they can still get away with calling it like a beta, as I was seeing on the load screens. I think that's a little bit weird, considering, you know, the age of this and everything. Ooh, a submachine gun purple. So tempting, but I'm kind of happy with what I have. Well, I guess they do have a highlight system in this too, so you can highlight things, because I was doing it with the gun, but you get what I mean. I really like the streamlined targeting for stuff like that. I think that's a cool thing that Apex does, is how easygoing it is for like highlighting certain targets. I'm not knocking Fortnite at all. I'm just kind of making that note there that one does teamwork in a very interesting way. I do appreciate the new like adjustments to it. I think the water mechanics that they added are really neat and different. And I'm interested to see if that concept of vehicular type things are going to continue forward. I'm also really impressed, I didn't mention this earlier, with the sort of render distance and everything. Like it's a very clean far distance that you get in this game in regards to like seeing things, how the visuals pop in where enemies are in the world. And they've actually kind of done wonders in regards to where this game was when it first launched a long time ago and where we kind of are today with it. I mean, they've done a lot of modes, changed a lot of things, and really kept the interest of people, which is surprising. I mean, it's still a massive title. It basically launched the Epic Games Store, which is kind of a unique and interesting factoid about that. And they've done a lot with it. Ooh, and it looks like we're going to go into a bit of a epic battle here towards the end. As we deal with these enemies. Yeah, I guess there is like a bit of a targeting system in this, isn't there? Out of ammo, that's not good. I wish it would switch guns if you ran out. I find that would be very helpful. Yeah, I definitely feel a little bit bullet starved, that's for sure. I'll be more careful with my ammo. Is that a bad guy building above us? Yeah, this is gonna get a little weird. I always thought some of the structuring in this game was a bit odd for shooting at stuff. Well, not shooting at stuff, but building and then shooting and battling people. First assault rifle. I kind of want more ammo. Oh wow, that's a purple tactical shotgun. Well, that's still an upgrade on what I have. Okay. Now I am in a box. This is a very weird situation. I guess we're just building the strange tower up to the heavens. That's not going to help us fight people too much. Especially since we got to keep pushing forward. See, that's the cool thing, is you can't just camp because you're constantly being funneled into tighter and tighter areas, which is kind of a good mechanic, in my opinion. Get that reloaded. So we're probably going to need that in the end game. So I think they've done a nice job touching things up, tweaking things, and getting ready for this. I'm surprised there's so many people left in such a small, confined area. I guess there's a little bit of conflict going on over there. I just want to kind of be near my team, not stray too far from the group, while also keeping, you know, a good balance on what's going on. Is he fighting somebody from a different area? What's going on there, man? What are you shooting at? I kind of want to get into a building too, because I don't want to be out in the open too much in this one, but yet I want to support the teammates too. Shotgun shots going on here. This is a very intense effort. I didn't think we'd make it this far on this particular run. I've been very fortunate combat-wise. Yeah, I kind of stole that kill. I feel bad, but team effort for survival. So, whatever. As long as we win and I survive out of this, because that would be really cool. It looks like somebody's... I don't know if they built that just now. I saw like a flash in yellow. Seems like they're shooting it down. Definitely some movement. Oh yeah, clipped a guy, so that's nice. I also like how they display like damage. Even though it's very far, it's very clear what sort of like, you know, hits you're doing out on people and stuff like that. I've mentioned this, but there are really cool like funky modes that they add to this. Remember they did like a Avengers crossover one, which was really cool. Where did that guy go? That guy jumped and he never came down. That's unsettling. Right? Did he just like vanish into like the liquid or something? Where did that person end up? Oh, are they building like bricks right here? I don't know if they're hiding in the bricks. Oh crap, there's a guy up there. Maybe I can contribute and knock that person out. Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, I thought the fish would save me. I'm gonna be eliminated. Oh no. I don't know. Not a bad one. I think we might finish this off by watching the other people. A reboot card there. Ugh, I don't think they're gonna get me though. We got the team's still going without me. It's kind of sad. I want to see how they finish this off. 10 players. Oh, 9 players. So now there's only 6 other folks to deal with. They're in good situations. This guy's building. I strayed too far from the pack, so that was kind of on me for dropping the ball on that one. We do have a lot of cool dimensions going on with this one in regards to where everybody's shuffling around. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. That guy's just building higher. Nice, nice finish. Is he gonna be able to kill that guy? There we go, nice shot. Behind him! I think he noticed. Oh, there's 2 guys, that's not good. 2 of our folks are down, and 1 guy's by himself building higher. And there's only 6 players left. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be a sort of tight situation. That must mean there's like 3 squads left, kind of. He's bandaging, bazookaing himself. That's quite a tactic. He's building doors too. I like that you can like shuffle and like tweak settings within things too. You can build like doors and walls. He must be a more hardcore sort of building guy. Yeah, this guy's very passionate about his creation. He's going for height. It looks like height advantage. See, this part of the game is just like way too intense for me to get into. With the building and the climbing and the escaping and the shooting while climbing and the... Oh, he's gonna try to pickaxe him? That's a interesting mechanic. Is he going down now? Is that the idea here, to get like a reload going? That's crazy. Oh, we got him. You gotta kill the other guy that's reviving him. I don't know why the other guy would revive him with the enemy right there. Oh, damn. He's picking him up. He just threw him out of the area. What a champ. A+ effort in my book for that. That was gold.